Hi. I decided to do something a little different and not speed up this video. It's a little real-time journal with me. I hope you like it. I edited out bits where I was taking too long to decide on something, or taking too long to look something up. Please let me know if you like having it slower like this, or if you prefer it more sped up. I have these stamps that I bought a few years ago. Japan has a National Letter Writing Day every July 23rd. I tried to look up what prompted that exactly, but wasn't able to find anything particularly conclusive. There is a public domain stamp from a letter writing week in 1962. I've added a picture up in the corner if you'd like to look at that, and we'll have the article linked in the description. But that was in October of 1962, not July. I'm not sure where or when it changed. my best guess is that Japan has its busiest mailing season in December and the start of January for the new year. Everyone sends cards during that time, and if you live in an area with oranges or other citruses, you're normally sending those out to friends and family that live in other prefectures. With the winter season so busy, I would bet that the post office picked a day in the summer to try and build up more business revenue. I don't have any facts or figures to base that on. I'm just guessing from my own experiences and from hearing things from a friend that worked in the post office when I lived in the countryside. The stamps that I have in this video have a note on the back that says that letter writing day is every month on the 23rd. I think they only release stamps for the National Letter Writing Day in July, but the 23rd is the day that they've designated as the day to write letters. The note on the back with the little peach above it explains why the 23rd was chosen. Basically, numbers in Japanese can be read multiple ways depending on what is being counted. For example, the number 2 is normally read ni as a numeral, but when it's used as part of a date, it is sometimes read as fu or futsu. 3 is normally read as san, but when it's used as part of a date, it can be read as mi or mitsu. By using the individual numbers 2 and 3 with their date readings rather than their numeral readings, 23 becomes the sounds fumi, which kind of translates to writing or sentences. All that to say that Japan Post is basically using a pun to sell more stamps and have people write more letters, which honestly I'm here for. The stamps they release for Letter Writing Day are always so cute and well designed. This set that I'm working with, I've had for years and years. I honestly should have stocked up more on them at the time because I adore them. I'm a little hesitant to use the last stamp with the iron on it because I'm so in love with the design. I'm really glad that I've kept them for this long, and I'm happy to have them immortalized as much as possible in my book. I've made a note for July 23rd to write some letters. Maybe I can do a special Patreon reward when that time comes. I really love writing letters and sending mail. What I've written in my book, in case you can't read it, is, I don't know how to describe the feeling of holding a stamped, enveloped letter and putting it in the mailbox. It's similar to the feeling of reading a paper book, closing it, and putting it into a bag when I get to my stop. I think it may be similar to the feeling of opening a P.O. box or a standalone mailbox. Maybe it's the tactility of holding a physical item that so much thought was put into. I'll have to film myself either putting mail in the mailbox one of these times, or putting a book into a bag. I really don't know how to describe it, but it just feels solid. And kind of like something that my hands should always be doing. I found out recently, when I was watching the Tasting History with Max Miller video, Breakfast in Jane Austen's England, that people in Jane Austen's time would write the date in which they had received a letter on their reply to that letter. Something along the lines of, I received your letter last Tuesday, March 20th. And I think that's a really interesting detail. I kind of like that concept, but I wonder if doing something like that in my own correspondence wouldn't make me feel a bit anxious if too much time went by before I wrote my reply. Maybe that's the point of it, though. At any rate, I really enjoyed that video, and I'll link it below. I think the content on Max Miller's channel is really interesting and educational. Let me know if you have any recommendations to something similar, or if you like his videos as well. We're not like partnered or anything. I don't think this person knows that I exist, but I really like their stuff. I doodled a bit on the left-hand side of my book this time around. I've started doing my first ever buddy read with my friend Emily, and I'm really excited to see how it goes. I get overwhelmed when I start to think about large book clubs, and I get worried about being too talkative or the opposite and not being able to get a leg in the conversation. I figured that a buddy read might end up being a good compromise for me. I'm also excited to hear Emily's perspective on the book we've chosen. She's always got something interesting to say and thinks about things in a different way than I do. I've written it down incorrectly in this video, but the book we chose is How to Do Nothing, Resisting the Attention Economy by Jenny Odell. If you'd like to read it, you are absolutely welcome to. I'll keep you all posted as we make our way through the book. Maybe we can talk about it in the comments. I also made a note of a really long and beautiful hike that I took, and a tiny doodle of Nimona. I watched the movie recently and really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix. I think that's about all I'd like to say this week. Thank you for joining me, and especially a big thank you to my patrons. The February rewards for the 100 YouTube subscribers special friendship bracelet have been sent out. If you'd like to join my Patreon, you're absolutely welcome to, and I'll make a friendship bracelet for everyone who joins the Pen Pal Club tier on or before March 1st. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye for now.